What's up, everybody? All right, so today I'm going to go through the VSL call funnel contextual automations that we use to do 70 million in one funnel. All right. So contextual meaning the communication automation. So none of the tech and pushing zaps data from here to here. This is just going to be where we do communication. So email, SMS, calling, stuff like that. Later videos I can have the other stuff. And as always, the videos here are basically just me showing what has worked for us, what has not worked, and we've changed. And this exact sequence and evolutions to this sequence is how we did 70 million just through one funnel and one setup. So first things first, I have other videos on the channel where I go through the actual pages of these. So I'm going to quick do that as I talk about these, but you can see that on the channel. So first things first, someone's going to opt in. When they come to the opt-in page, we're just going to collect their name and email. So we have tried with phone number in the past, but for us, it didn't make sense because we weren't hitting the leads on time. We didn't have proper setters. AI wasn't where it was when we tested it last. To be able to have basically get more value out of less leads, because it was whatever it was, 25-30% drop, to get more value out of the emails with phone than just emails at a higher volume. Okay. So still to this day, we only do name and email. So first things first, they're going to get an email that says, here's your training, basically click back here to go. This is what you opted in for. Here's it via email. Okay. Then after around 25 minutes, which is how long the VSL is, right here, ish in the video, they are going to have a cookie timer like pop-up CTA here. And at that same time, based on which video they're on, they're going to get an email that is going to give them bonuses. Okay. So in the beginning of the VSL we use, and for all the frameworks we've used thus far, it basically says, if you stay to the end, I'm going to give you XYZ bonus. Okay. Everyone gets this email, no matter if they actually stayed at that length or not. So it's just hard coded in there to send at 25 or whatever the CTA timing of the video is, 25, 27 minutes, whatever. And it sends them bonuses via email. Okay. The page they go to for this is this. And this is important because instead of just sending them the email that says, here's your bonus, and they click on it, we send them to this page. And because we offer, I believe, 4 different bonuses at this time, they will go to this page and it's forced consumption. So over 80% of our traffic is on mobile. So again, I made a video on this. I have to make this prettier. I have my devs doing it now, but so they have to do consumption through this. So they go, oh, cool, I'm going to claim my bonuses via email. So they go to their email for it. You get higher open rates, passive back, higher email sender reputation, all that stuff because they're opening and clicking on these emails, the first ones. They're going to go and have to consume through this to get to the bonuses at the bottom. They have to look at testimonials. Okay. Whole time. Then bonuses are below. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4 bonuses that they can claim. Right? So that email is huge. That one gets great click rates. And then once they go into these, each one of these is its own dedicated place. They can claim it. So they don't just get everything. It has more micro commitments as they go. They have to go to the page to find it. They have to click through here. They have to give the information so we know who claimed which ones, not just blanket give the offer to everyone, because then you can't track which one, let's say you have 1,000 leads come through and 400 of them are in one bucket. And then it's like 200, 200, whatever, right? Breakout. So you'll know that that one is clearly more your buyer demo or how you're running ads right now. They're more interested in macronutrients versus menopause versus whatever, right? And then you can see from which ones get this, which ones apply, book a call, buy, right? So it's just important that you have those tracking of those commitments throughout. Going off pace a little bit, but they get this email here. Then from there, they are in a flow that is contextual. We call this push to app. So this one we're going to call push to app. This one push to book, and this one booking confirmed, right? They're kind of like the 3 main buckets. In here, now they're basically just going to get value ads. So the whole beauty of why we set up our website the way we did was so that when people go to the site, they're just constantly consuming. So we will then send just value every day. That is, truth about sugar cravings for over 40. So they'll see this, and generally we actually send them to the watch pages because that seems to convert better. So this will be in an email. That's right after, a day later, they'll see this and then they'll consume more content. And the CTA everywhere is apply now, which is the next step, right? Because they're in the opt-in. The next step in the funnel is for them to apply. So this pushes them to there just through content and through consumption. Because again, you have someone who's on ad, and then by the time they get on the phone, you're trying to sell them something that's 5, 10, 20K, whatever. They need to have consumption, not just see an ad and then get on the phone to buy. Like there just doesn't make sense that way. So everything we do is value first in this way, with of course call to actions to apply, but very value first. And then on top of that, everybody in this list, and then anybody who's on like a 90-day, I believe it's 90 right now, 90-day click and 60-day open, I believe is what we're running, maybe 30-day open, is in a big list that gets twice a day campaigns that are the exact same thing, that are value, pushing them to the website, consume content, and then the site itself does the CTAs to push them to app. So one step at a time. And then, yeah, so these are really important. And then same thing when we drop new YouTube videos. New YouTube video goes live on the page, goes onto the website. Once it's on the website, goes over to the copywriting team, and then the copywriters send this out or like email manager sends these out so that then you get the instant views. You get to grow that in that way, and it's always fresh content. And then they will recycle stuff as top performers, but twice a day emails every day. And right now the list is like 100 and something that fit in that criteria that we send out. So this is like bread and butter. And I can have other videos where I go through like KPIs and stats of this. But quick numbers, let's say you have 1,000 opt-ins. On that, you'll get 250 apps, maybe. That's rough numbers, kind of depends. Sometimes it can be low and it can be like 13, but it varies. But so just in terms of the communication flows, then someone applies. All right, so when someone applies, they fill out here, and we collect 17 questions, and that includes name, email, and phone number. This is the first time we get phone number for them. So now this opens up that we can call them and we can text them, right? And these have direct opt-ins, consent, and all that kind of stuff for compliance. And throughout this, we are gathering what they currently are, where they currently are sitting, what they can't do, what they've tried to do, all those things, and gathering all this information across this, and this is important for the next part. So first thing, this is actually above the app. We have it so if someone lands on the application page but does not do it, we track them in HubSpot with the page view, and then we wait X amount of time. And if they haven't submitted an app, we push back, almost like an abandoned cart you do in ecom. That's like, oh, I saw you tried to apply, but you didn't. Like, what's stopping you? Style. And much better copywriting. I'm not a copywriter by any means. Team is 10 times better than that, but this is a fun one that we just rolled out within the last month or so that's starting to pick up some steam and it gets really high rates. And then obviously getting applications and bookings, which then turns sales. So, but the app not booked contextual content and email. So this one now is going to them that is just more contextual for, instead the CTAs, if there are any, if it's not just value first, then they will say book a call. Right. So the first couple are very hot against that. That's like, hey, you applied, but you didn't book a call. Hey, you applied, you didn't book a call. And then the rest are basically just like more intentful content that's still with the CTA though, book a call. Okay. And then this is the fun one. So we have never had setters. We've tried it. Oh, not never, because we've tried it and we didn't have the right people in place. We didn't have the right management in place, systems, whatever you want to call it. It just did not work for us. So to date, everything that we've done for this call funnel is literally app booking straight to closer. So no setters, no CRM nurture. We have however many, 1 million and some change contacts in HubSpot. And we don't call outbound. We don't nurture. We don't, like, if someone falls off, they fall off. So like in current state, we'll sell 1% of our leads. For every 100 opt-ins, we get 1 unit. So there's 99 people that land in, let's call it 30 of them apply, 15 of them book a call, like ish in that range. And all the other, and even those, they don't buy, 1% buy. And we have nothing else to sell them. So I'm excited to do these videos because I'll be able to look back on this and be like, oh, I can't believe we did that. And, thankfully we got it to work to the scale we did. But now setters, now load ticket, all these different pieces, because we could sell another 30% of those leads on load ticket. We could have setters and double from 1 to 3 or triple from 1 to 3% if we just nurtured better. So, okay, side tangent, but true. So Mandy at AI SMS. So we actually have a AI agent that we custom built. So we initially used a software, not want to name names, but we used one that was out of the box that basically grabs somebody who applies, waits 7 minutes, and if they don't book, starts a text communication, AI chat, okay? And all text-based, because calling still in March of 2025 does not work with AI in a clean way that doesn't sound like AI and can navigate properly. So through SMS, it is now going to send them. So we built a custom one in-house for hundreds of dollars, not tens of thousands to run it, or high thousands to run it. So basically what this will do is it'll ingest all of their application information. It knows already everything about us and how messaging has worked and trained based on what has converted in the past, has all of that, and then takes the person's contextual application information that they've tried keto, they've tried Jenny Craig, they've done XYZ, their goal is to not be this, they think they're skinny fat, they want this, they're this age bracket, they're this income, like these different things in this, and it feeds that all in so that then it can have a conversation with them and be like, hey, I saw you did this, but not this, and try to push. And I can go through messaging on that later, on the specifics of it. But essentially it is, navigating back and forth conversation, has reminders in place to, hey, like, where'd you go? Send the gifts, do the whole thing. And that right now collects 11% or so of our bookings in a week. So if we get 1,000 bookings, 110 or so had conversations with Mandy, which is our AI agent, and then ended up booking a call. In current state, all we do with them is direct push them to a link to book that's then tracked. We're testing a little bit with having dynamic back and forth where it can like look at a calendar, say, oh, are you available at this time? They can say yes, and it can create the auto booking. But just because of tracking stuff in the back end, it's a little harder. So we're keeping it simple right now. And then the other thing it does, and I didn't even build this, which is amazing. Someone on our team, our senior tech lead, is a badass, and he built this out. But we then have like a database that has all of the resources on the site. So it can say, okay, this woman is interested in this, 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 and this. It can find then the link from something on the site and push them a content piece that says, oh, I think you'd like this. Oh, I think this video, this read page, this podcast would be interesting to you based on your application. Okay, so just more personalization, customization that you could easily do with setters, but because we didn't have setters at the time, and this runs 24/7 and data, right? So this is really cool, and just further development. Like this week, what day is it? Saturday. Today or tomorrow, we're going to be live with Blue. So we're going to try one of the Blue sending platforms to make it so it looks like, or it can communicate like iMessage, because a large majority of ours are iMessage as well. So instead of sending green bubbles, supposedly you get 20%, or I'm sorry, 2x, 200%, which I guess is 100%. But you get 2x the response rates, which is crazy because that could just directly double, and we could get another 150 bookings a week. We can get another 20 a day, potentially. So that'd be cool based on what we've seen. So all we're doing there is changing the conduit. So instead of having the content delivered through green, the same exact AI content is delivered through blue. So gonna test that out this week, and I will report back. And then the booking one, my absolute least favorite, and the one that just like irks my soul. Oh, actually, another one that comes in here is we then push the freebies. So we push out individual emails for the free products that they get if they stay at the end of the VSL. They already have them likely, but each one is in a dedicated email just to like, because they're almost across the finish line. It's like, here, consume more content. Here, take this free thing. Here's more value. So we do that in there as well. I forgot. And that's via email. All right, so the booking. We have wrestled with this nonstop. So again, because we do not use setters, the pain here is show rates. So for the longest time, it was literally just like the Calendly booking, whatever automated things, branded email from HubSpot, and then get on the calendar. And we had 40, 50, 60% show rates, call it in there. They would tank down, they'd be 40 because we'd break something. Like it was just a nightmare. So as of recent, with what I'm about to share, is we're at like 55% show rates. We just changed something, and like for the last week, it's been like 45%. And because we don't have setters or any of these things doing calls, it's literally just add basically straight to booking. Obviously, there's consumption. You have the really quality people that come through, but a majority is not. So 55 to 60 is like the best we've ever had for a sustained amount of time. We've been in 70s and stuff, but just like never sustained because based on the traffic quality and at scale. But this is what we currently have set up that we're, fingers crossed, we were homing at around 55%, and hopefully we can go 55, 60%. And then we're going to roll in setters and hopefully go like 70. So first things first is they get a calendar invite. We use Calendly still to this day. So round robin and Calendly, they get a calendar invite that, basically approve this. They have gone through this page to do so, and they can only book in a 48-hour window. Okay. So this out to 48 hours. So if it's 12 right now, they can only book until 12, 2 days from now. All right. All we collect is this. Then in here, it's going to say, if there's no suitable times available for you, go to here. And we have a custom booking time request. So we took this from somebody. We funnel hacked somebody and took this. But this is brilliant. And these pop into a sales hot leads channel that sits in there and like basically allows someone to be like, oh, I can do it in 3 days. Or, oh, can you reach out to me in a week or something like that. So it lets you grab opportunities that you may have missed. And then same thing. Sometimes Calendly bugs out and this just goes here. I don't know, we stole this from someone too. But so they go here, then they're going to land on this page, okay? This is post-booking and what we tell them. So get ready, we're going to text you, whatever, we're going to call you from a 610 number, which is the area code that we use for the phone numbers we call from. And then it's going to be on a Zoom, make sure you're on a computer, watch this video, pre-frame video, look at these testimonials, and then watch these reviews, all right? So going back to this, First thing they're going to get is a calendar invite and land on that page, right? Then an email is going to come from the sales rep dynamically that it was assigned to through Calendly. So from HubSpot, it's going to send them an email that's going to say, hey, basically like scarcity-ish, like qualification. Hey, there was 2,000 applications. You're somebody who qualified. Congratulations. But here's what you need to do before the call. First things first, like go to this page, watch these videos, consume this, like do this. And we're pointing them all back to that page I just showed you, the scheduled success page. So in there, we just constantly optimize and push towards there. Then the next one is a call confirmation. So the second someone books, they go into a opportunities channel, and we have I think it's 20 hours right now, 27. So 7 days a week, 20 hours a day. A call confirmation team that is second someone books into there, they claim it, they pop into HubSpot, they dial the person, and then if they don't answer, they double dial. And if they don't answer, they leave a voicemail and an SMS. And basically it's like, hi, I'm Rebecca hi, Ryan, I'm Rebecca from the Warrior Babe call confirmation team. Your booking's almost complete. We just do this step here where we need to confirm and get like a verbal yes from you to say that, yes, you did mean to book for 5:30 Central time, right? Central. And it's a Zoom call. So like basically confirming time zone and then confirming that it's a Zoom call, not a phone call. Because our target demo is like 40 to 60. So sometimes there's a gap there. And then same thing with time zone. That's just difficult sometimes for people, especially if they're moving around. So we confirm that there. In current state, we get 60% of our bookings that are claimed and that actually are claimed in a way that they say yes. Those people that then claim with someone have like a 70-something, like 72% show rate versus not that have like 40, 50. So that's where our blended 55 comes from, is because it comes through, comes through the call confirmation team. All right, so that's there. And then I'll zip through these ones, but I didn't realize I was going so long. The sales rep 30-minute post. So this is another AI infused message. So it basically uses the Mandy tech, takes their application, takes their info and says, hi, this is Ryan from the Warrior Babe team. I see you booked in with me tomorrow at 11:30. And based on what you saw, like here's a resource that I thought might be helpful for you that I think you should watch before our call. Like talk soon. Okay. So that comes out 30 minutes right after they book. So it's like an initial touch point with the sales rep. The entire time, we send branded nurture emails leading up to their calls. We did have this every 2 hours. We got a couple people complaining that it was like frustrating to them that we kept emailing them. So we changed it to 4 hours. And then the last 3 on here is then 3 hours before, simple couple bullet sales rep email that says, hey, be prepared for the call by doing this. Make sure you're in a quiet place. Make sure that you have whatever. You're ready for the call and all this. Then right before that, 1 hour before, an SMS from the sales rep that says, hey, so-and-so, our call's in 1 hour. Here's your link. Simple. And then, that is the 30-minute before. And then the 1 hour before automated comes from Calendly, just as like another catch-all. And that's just Calendly. This is an automated reminder. No reply. Don't do it. But your call is here, and here's the link for it. So that is the general gist. I feel like I might be missing something in here, but it's pretty close to. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. And again, all I'm trying to do here is just share what we're doing, what's worked for us, and then be able to look back at these and be like, oh, it's hilarious. That's how we ran this. So thank you guys, and talk soon.